Good morning, everybody. Please be seated. I'm delighted to be able to welcome you all here today on behalf of Queen Margaret University to this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other awards. Unfortunately, our Principal and Vice-Chancellor, Sir Paul Grice, is not able to make it with us today due to family circumstances, but Professor Richard Butt, Vice-Principal, has been able to stand in his behalf. I now have pleasure on calling upon Dame Prue Leith, Chancellor of the University, to take the ceremony forward.
Principal and Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, our soon-to-be graduates. This is a truly happy day when we can at last celebrate our graduates' achievements in this amazing hall, all dressed up. And before I go any further, I want to congratulate you for battling through the difficulties and stress of lockdown to successfully graduate. It's no mean achievement. And I would also like to congratulate all your friends, family, tutors, professors, mentors, and everyone else who helped you, and who helped you not allow the pandemic to prevent you doing what you need to do. I guess some of you have wondered what a cook who eats cake on telly for a living is doing as your Chancellor. Well, if you Google me, you'll find I've managed to do a few things in my long life other than eat cake. I had a pretty good career as a businesswoman, a busy one as a food writer and journalist, and an okay career as a novelist, and a very successful one as a telepresenter. So I've started to and run a few charities, and I've sat on countless committees and boards. I've just lived a very long time, that's the long and the short of it. But why did I jump to be the QMU's Chancellor? Well, there were personal reasons. For a start, I'm in love with Scotland. My family on both sides come from Scotland. In my 20s, I very nearly married a Scottish rugby player. And 6 years ago, I married a guy born and bred in Edinburgh, a Playfair no less. The best catering contract that my company ever got was the Edinburgh International Conference Centre, and my idea of absolute heaven is to go fishing on the Spey. But there are professional reasons too. I particularly admire the way QMU has remained really proud of its origins as a cooking school, Athol Crescent, the then famous Edinburgh College of Domestic Science. Because I truly believe that practical and vocational skills are every bit as important as theoretical and academical ones, I love the fact that QMU, on becoming a university, did not try to bury its vocational past in a rejection of the value of practical education. Instead, the then newer university built on that vocational past with a balance between practical and theoretical education and devising degrees that fit students for the modern world. I also like the QMU ethos, which is respectful, polite, and driven. Tutors and professors work with students closely and individually, helping them study and also developing their drive, their resilience, creativity, and empathy. And they need all that to succeed. You can have the classiest degree in the world, but if you cannot get on with your fellows, or if you expect the world to come to you without you making the effort to woo it a bit, that degree won't be much help. I am really proud to be Chancellor of QMU. At graduations, it is traditional for lofty geriatrics like me to hand down words of wisdom to the young. Well, I'll try. though I suspect that much of the knowledge and wisdom in our modern tech-driven society actually lies with your generation rather than with mine. But let me at least offer you, for what they're worth, a few bits of advice which have helped me in my career and my life. The first is to keep your mind open to new things. Don't allow your job to constrict you to that one area. The wider your knowledge and interest, the better. You will be happier and more interesting to other people if you know stuff. Being a pretty face is not nearly as sexy as being interesting and interested. And don't think you can't change your mind about your career. Some of you will know exactly what you want to do and will go for it with confidence and determination. But many of you will take jobs or choose careers that in the end just won't do. That's absolutely fine. It's all experience, and when you look back, that time will not have been wasted. You will have learnt a lot. Before I settled on cooking, I'd started courses in drama, then in art, then architecture. Then I had a shot at a Bachelor of Arts degree in Cape Town. I never finished one of them. I went to university in Paris to learn French, and there, eureka, I discovered the joys of French cooking, and I knew what I wanted to do. But those false starts were not a waste. They gave me a lasting love of the theatre, of art and of architecture, of France and of travel. I think the secret to being interesting and interested is never to allow yourself to be bored. Being bored is a cardinal sin in my book. Everything and everyone is interesting if you bother to find out what makes them or it tick. I once said to Prince Philip that it must be dreadfully boring watching all those tribal dances and shaking all those hands and touring endless factories. He said the trick was to take an interest. If you understand the origin of the dances and what the gestures mean, they become interesting. If you find out how the machinery works or the problems and opportunities for the manufacturer, a factory can be interesting. And then you can do more than you think. If you have a very demanding job, another string to your bow will help keep you sane. I know a top lawyer who has written a book of mathematical puzzles. I know an education bigwig who writes poetry, works for the Samaritans, and fosters refugee children. These are whole people, and they're interesting. My interest in art led me to what is honestly my proudest achievement, which has nothing to do with food. It's getting that huge empty plinth in Trafalgar Square used as an exhibition space for contemporary works of art. It took 5 years, and we had to get our plans passed by 13 committees: the Georgian Society, the Fine Art Commission, the English Heritage, Westminster Planning, all sorts of stuff like that. Now, the finest artists get their work up there. Anthony Gormley, Anish Kapoor, Tracy Emin, they've all had their moment on that plinth. So my next recommendation is allied to that, which is stickability. You already have shown wonderful tenacity in getting your degrees during working through lockdown. There must have been moments when you just wanted to chuck it, but you didn't. With my poor record at university, all I can say to you is respect. Almost nothing gets done and dusted which does not require some stickability, some sustained effort. It's easy to start things, just hard to finish them. Easy to start a book, to start a war, a love affair, a baby, but writing the whole book, getting out of the war, sustaining the love affair, loving that baby when he's a sulky teenager, it's all about stickability. I'm often asked what the secret of my successful career and happy life is. Well, of course there isn't one, but I attribute mine mainly to a lot of energy and a sort of can-do approach. If things go wrong, as they often have, I've tended to think, oh well, let's try something else. Or I've thought, damn it, that was a good idea. Let's have another go at it. You also need to be prepared to sell yourselves. Be a good marketer. Talk the talk, if you like. I started out going around on the tube as a chef for hire, cooking people's private dinner parties. The posh women I worked for mostly told their friends about me, and then I'd get more jobs, word of mouth. But one day I heard, through the kitchen hatch, my employer, on being congratulated on the food, claiming she'd cooked the dinner herself. I was tempted, of course, to fling open the hatch and put her right, and put them right. Not the way to win more customers. So I put one of my business cards into each one of their guests' pockets that were hanging in the hall. Well, I think that's marketing. Most importantly, in life and in work, this is an obvious thing to say, but you must forgive me for saying it, the most important thing of all is actually to do the right thing. Those of you who have been studying what makes a business sustainable will not be surprised to hear me claim that the moral core, the ethical fiber of a company, has a lot to do with it. My company started rather haphazardly, but did gradually develop a kind of philosophy or a set of principles expressed by our motto, which was simply better, simply better. By simple, I meant simple, honest, and straightforward, no tricks. We didn't squeeze our suppliers on price, and we paid them on time. We gave the service charge, all of it, to the staff, and we treated them like friends. We told the truth to our customers. If we had got something wrong, we frankly groveled. It's amazing how effective a tool sorry is, saying sorry, something you barely hear these days. The better part of Simply Better, the word better, meant three things. Better than our competitors, obviously. Better than yesterday, we tried to improve all the time. And better than our customers' expectations. If you do an outstanding job, they will tell the world. My last bit of homespun wisdom. Never feel too grand to do the dirty jobs. When I started out, I had to scrub out the bins and clean my little van and gut the pheasants. But as the company grew, obviously I spent more time in the office and less with a broom in my hands. But if I was out on a job, say a wedding, I prided myself on being the last to leave, to help the guys take out the rubbish, load the van, sweep the floor. It stood me in good stead because our staff knew that I understood their jobs. After all this boasting, it's time for a confession. My generation has done little to solve the problems of the world. Indeed, many of the problems exist because we did not accept the concept of global responsibility. And we failed miserably to tackle the challenges of a rapidly increasing world population, of global warming, of terrorism, corruption, and greed. We just got on with our own stuff and we didn't do anything about it. But problems are also opportunities, and your generation is the most powerful in history with the transformational impact of information technology and unbelievably fast-changing and powerful communications. This means that you need to be open to change, not frightened by or resentful of change, and accept, even welcome, the adjustments that you will have to make in your career, and embrace the inevitability of lifelong learning. You will find, I'm sure, that even if, very unlikely, you work for the same organization for your whole career, you will need to retrain and keep retraining to keep up to speed, like a doctor. No one wants to be treated by a medic who knows nothing of the latest research and progress in medicine. It's a sobering thought that 40% of today's job titles weren't around when I first started in business. We'd never heard of a risk assessor, an environmental officer, a political advisor, a digital marketing manager, communications consultant. And quite as many have gone, just disappeared, like typist, milkman, lighthouse keeper, printer. And the process is accelerating. Train driver, taxi driver, pilot are sure to be next. Jobs like solicitor or tax advisor may well be taken over by apps or algorithms that are better informed and more frequently updated than real lawyers or consultants. And herein lies a great opportunity. Bill Gates says it very well. He said, humanity's greatest advance is not in the discoveries, but in how they're applied to reduce inequity. Of course, your focus must rightly be on your own ambitions and goals, but you must also try to behave honestly and ethically and do your bit for people less well off than you. So finally, after that rather pompous lecture, I cannot say too often, congratulations on your degrees. QMU, I know, thinks the world of its students and is collectively so proud of you, and we should be proud of you. You have made a brilliant start to the next stage in your life. I hope this is not the last we see of you, but many, many congratulations and very good fortune in your future. Thank you.
In the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Paul Ewing. Chancellor, 2022 marks 50 years of drama and performing arts teaching at Queen Margaret University, and it is therefore fitting that we honour one of our most prominent alumni, Paul Ewing. Over these past 26 years, Paul has had a significant impact on the creative industries, enjoying success as an actor, voice artist, presenter, producer, singer, songwriter, and music composer. Born in Paisley and growing up in the Highlands, Paul found his love for the theatre and creative arts at a very young age. He progressed his interest in the performing arts at Queen Margaret University College, as it was known then, graduating with a diploma in acting in 1996. Paul currently lives in Thailand with his wife and children, spending most of his time making music, songwriting, singing, and composing music for stage and screen, such as theatre productions, TV commercials, short films and feature films. His most recent work includes scoring and starring in the feature film Blood Song, A Silent Ballad, based on the graphic novel by Eric Drucker. Paul's musical career has involved some fabulous projects, most notably in 2012 when he was commissioned by the Royal Foundation in Thailand to compose the official birthday song for the late King's 85th birthday, now added to Thailand's official canon of royal songs. He has released several EPs, as well as his own music albums, including working with Kipper Eldridge, the 2-time Grammy Award-winning producer, who has worked with the likes of Sting, Mary J. Blige, and Stevie Wonder. He was also voted the Best Soul Funk Artist in the 2007 Indie Music Awards. As a producer, Paul has worked on UK West End and touring productions, including the #1 UK tour of Dracula and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, starring Jason Donovan. Other producing credits include the Southeast Asia leg of the Grammy Award-winning Joss Stone's Total World Tour. Paul has also had incredible success on stage, with performing credits including with the Royal Shakespeare Company and the Young Vic Theatre, as well as national and European theatre tours. He has also studied contemporary dance at Laban Dance Centre and has performed with Scottish Ballet, Vitol Dance Company and Notions of Movement. Paul played Mozart in Peter Shaffer's Amadeus, becoming the first black actor in that role. At the start of his career, Paul quickly became an incredibly successful children's TV presenter. He was known as the voice of Words and Pictures Plus, the well-known children's TV educational program. He went on to present his own preschool children's education program, Tikkabilla, on CBeebies. Overall, Paul presented over 250 children's shows for the BBC in the late 1990s and 2000s. In addition to all of this, Paul is also an artist ambassador for the charity World Vision. Paul's hard work, determination, energy and talent has allowed him to build an enviable and mixed career. He is an inspiration to us all. It is for all of these reasons that Paul is a worthy recipient of the award of degree of Doctor of the University. Chancellor, I now invite you to confer upon Paul Ewing the degree of Doctor of the University honoris causa.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Chair, guests and graduands, I'm delighted to be here in this amazing, magnificent venue with such outstanding people to receive this honour. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. It feels amazing to come back home to Scotland. My heart is always here. And so to receive this honour from Queen Margaret University, where I started such a significant chapter of my story 30 years ago, is truly a great thing. From a very young age, I always knew what I wanted to do. And I went at it doggedly from primary school all the way through secondary school, and then here at QMU, where I have a lot of happy memories of the Student Union. As we all do, I'm sure. I'm grateful that I've had the chance to study here, and so grateful that I've gone on to have an amazingly coloured and varied career. And I also should say at this point, in some ways, this is what happens when you don't have a plan B. And by that, I mean you say, this is what I really want. This is what I'm really going to go for. We're often encouraged to have backup plans, which is generally wise. But in the world of arts, we should have be wary of get-out clauses and escape routes. Keep your heart resolute. Of course, there have been times that I've seriously thought, can I be an artist and actually eat? I've often had those SMS messages from my bank, the header saying, outstanding balance, which of course was a total lie, because when I checked it wasn't outstanding at all. Dismal. I've no wish to darken the day, but of course there have been moments where I've been told to get a real job and think seriously about what you're doing with your life. But, for a few seconds I may well have thought about that and considered listening seriously, and it's good to evaluate. But today, I'm glad that I didn't. I was brave enough, crazy enough, some would say, to keep going and carrying on. So be brave, be adventurous. Being adventurous is incredibly important. Brave enough to believe in yourself. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's true. You do need to. And the older you get, the more challenging that can become, especially in today's world. There may be pressure to conform. Conformity exists for a reason, of course, but like most things, moderation is key. Dare to step outside the box and into new territory. That's the beating heart of art. So live your life and enjoy the outstanding balance moments as much as the outstanding moments of true achievement. 8 years ago, I had a vision to stage a West End-sized show, production of Dracula, in Thailand, of all places, in Bangkok, and through sheer determination, and after months of massaging and working figures, seeking investment, my perseverance paid off. And that production then spawned a second production, a bigger production even in Singapore. And that then spawned another production, which was a UK #1 tour of 10 theatres across the UK, including the wonderful King's Theatre here in Edinburgh. I could say that I felt in that moment fruitful. So be fruitful, seek to be fruitful. We are built, made to be creative. We are made to be fruitful, not just in having families, an area which I've kind of excelled in, to the tune of having an almost irresponsibly large brood. But in all things, strive to be fruitful. And today's a day where you are bearing the fruit of years of hard work. I guess it feels wonderful, right? Should do. It's the day full of pride, the pride of achievement. And achievement is a kind of a birth, isn't it? Today is your dies natalis, your day of birth. And in the immortal words of the 17th century poet Thomas Traherne, all appears new. Strange, perhaps at first, inexpressibly rare, delightful and beautiful. All things were spotless and pure and glorious. That is our future, your future. Spotless, pure, and indeed glorious. Congratulations. Thank you.
In the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Mustafa Salameh. Chancellor, in February 2004, Mustafa Salameh sat in Edinburgh's Sheraton Grand Hotel just over the road and told a journalist from the Scotsman newspaper about a vivid dream he had had in which he appeared to be standing on top of the world reciting the Islamic call to prayer, and his subsequent decision to become the first Arab to climb Mount Everest. Mustafa, who had been working at the Sheraton as assistant food and beverage manager for 5 years, having graduated from Queen Margaret with a BA in hospitality and tourism management, had no mountaineering experience at all. 18 years later, Mustafa Salameh is not only the first Arab to climb Mount Everest from the south side, he is also one of only 10 people in the world to have completed the Explorer's Grand Slam. This challenge involves reaching the summits of the highest mountains of each of the 7 continents, including Tanzania's Kilimanjaro and Denali in Alaska, as well as conquering the North and South Poles. However, it is the challenges Mustafa faced before arriving in Edinburgh that make his story extraordinary. Born to refugee parents who met in a Palestinian refugee camp in Jordan, Mustafa was brought up in Kuwait in very modest surroundings. As a Palestinian refugee, he was treated like a second-class citizen by many Kuwaitis. Aged 18, he moved to Jordan to study hospitality and tourism at college. His work in hospitality led him to England, where he initially worked in the kitchen at the Jordanian embassy. For well over a decade, Mustafa supported himself through restaurant and bar work as an illegal immigrant in the UK. He taught himself English through talking to other staff, reading tabloid newspapers, and watching Sesame Street. But a turning point came when he was introduced to Khalil Gibran's The Prophet, a collection of 20 prose poems delivered as spiritual sermons free of religious dogma. Much of what Mustafa has achieved today has been motivated by that little book. Inspired by Braveheart and a subsequent holiday to Scotland, Mustafa relocated to Edinburgh to study. Having gathered the necessary documentation, well, most of it, he was accepted to study hospitality and tourism management studies at Queen Margaret University College, as it was then known. Graduating in 2004 and after travelling in India, Mustafa applied for UK citizenship via the refugee route, returning to Edinburgh to work as food and beverage manager at the Sheraton. After a hard day's work and a heavy night of partying, Mustafa had his Everest dream. Turning his dreams into reality, he undertook extensive preparations and finally reached the summit of Everest in 2008. The following year, Mustafa skied Greenland from south to north, becoming one of only seven in the world to do so. Mustafa made a conscious decision that he would mountaineer to support those in need. He now leads guided climbs around the world and continues to raise millions for various charities, including over $2 million for the King Hussein Cancer Centre in Amman. Mustafa's passion for social justice and his commitment to improving the lives of the disadvantaged reflects the university's values. Mustafa dared to dream, and what followed was and continues to be extraordinary. Chancellor, I now invite you to confer upon Mustafa Salameh the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
It was very difficult to sit down with the kilt. I didn't know what to do with my legs. Okay, get these right. Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Chair, guest, and graduates. I am honored and delighted for the invitation today. In 1997, in London, I watched Braveheart in the cinema for the first time. And there is a speech that Mel Gibson playing William Wallace that he were delivering to the army, the Scottish army. Now, because of Mel Gibson's Scottish accent, I didn't understand absolutely anything, apart from they may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom. And this is the moment I know that I am going to go to Scotland. So 1 year later, after watching Trainspotting, I knew exactly where I'm going to go. So after 7 years of working in London, washing dishes, waiting tables, I arrived to Edinburgh. I walked at Edinburgh, Princes Street. I looked at the castle. I fell in love with the city. And this is when I decided to come to Queen Margaret University. And initially, I applied to study drama at Queen Margaret in Costophon. And it took me 6 weeks to memorize Hamlet's speech, to be or not to be. And then I came to do my audition. I pretended to be Spot from Trainspotting, delivering the speech, and just when I come to die, to sleep, perchance to dream, the tutor stopped me there and she said, "What do you normally do, son?" And I said, "Hospitality." She said, "You should stick with hospitality." So that was, I think, the best decision that she ever made for me. In 2004, I woke up in the middle of the night, sweating from a dream that I was standing in the top of the world and with no experience in mountaineering. I've never even slept in a sleeping bag or a tent. The only hill I've been up to is Arthur's Seat, and I had no idea how I got there. So I stood in 2008 after 2 failed attempts. I stood in the top of the world and I carried the Jordanian, the Palestinian, and the Scottish flag. I'm very proud. I was able to fundraise $5.8 million for cancer, refugees, and other charities that through my climb expedition. In all the years, I realized that the importance of education. For me, especially, I remember when my father, who was forced to leave his land, Palestine, and study in a tent at a refugee camp in Jordan, set by UNRWA, he always told me, "You will always get your freedom through your education." You have had the opportunity to study at Queen Margaret, a great university that gave me the best 4 years of my life. I learned here that everything is possible. There is a beautiful verse in the Quran. It says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim, sadaqallah al-azim. That God will not change the condition of people until they want to change themselves. Any change that you're going to do after today, you have to start with yourself. You have to believe in your heart, in your soul, in your mind that you can make the change. And don't have a little of doubt, because that doubt might completely not let you achieve your dream. We all have an Everest in our life, and each one of us have an Everest, and Everest could be anything, not just mountain that we climb. And today you have climbed the biggest mountain of your life. Finally, I will leave you with a great 9th century Muslim philosopher and scientist, Ar-Razi. He says, مولد العبقرية هي تلك اللحظة التي يكتشف الإنسان فيها مكامن موهبته مهما كان عمره. Did anybody understand any of this? Okay, I'll translate. So the birth of genius is the moment when a person discovering their passion regardless of their age. Find your passion, follow your dream, follow your destiny, and above all, for your heart. Congratulations.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Toha Abbasi. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Accounting and Finance with SEMA, Aryan Atarzadeh Yazdi. Kizra Elahi. Mary Nicoli. Jack Robertson. Christian Selfridge. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Dispute Resolution, Sinead Cook. Andrew Olber Wilkins. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Gastronomy, Catherine Hart. Mariam Ishak. Lewis McLachlan. Grant Reiki. Iona Ross. Karine Seitz. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Gastronomy, Rachel Chisholm. For the award of degree of Master of Science in International Management and Leadership, Mara Cresta. Clara Gallego Canals. Himani Campbell. Lucy Patrick. Maftunabono Yakubova. For the award of degree of Master of Science in International Marketing, Louise Clark. Caroline Coates. Christiane Hill. Anna McMillan. Alistair Rimmer. Stefan Steinbacher. Imogen Trundle. Rebecca Weatherhead. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate, Adele Fox. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Management, Rachel Baxter. Olivia Berry. Anna Black. Scott Bruce. Erin Burnside. Jennifer Fuentes Cordoba. Jamie Crawford. Julie Easton. Mariam Fayaz. Sophie Hemmerling. Claire Maitai Hauser. Emma Hurry. Megan Jack. Rachel Jameson. Nicole Kerr. Kirsty King. Callum Mackay. Lauren Miller. Liam O'Malley. Muhammad Sajad. Gemma Slight. Alessio Turini. Rachel Turrell. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Management, Celia Ilyeth. Ariana Lubrano. Lisa Massey. Olowafakeo Olwasanmi. Louise Smith. Georgia Torkia. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Management with Enterprise, Harry Carruthers. Leonardo Coyana. Kieran Lawson. Murray McDougall. Ryan McDougall. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Management with Enterprise, Anna Gran. Mariella Herwig. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Management with Finance, Martin Simprich. Declan Cochrane. Brigitte Kuberli. Jennifer Holgate. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Management with Marketing, Connor Archibald. Katrina Bruce. Graham Crawford. Shiran Das. Cara Houston. Jessica Howard. Emma Lawrence. Shona McHugh. Eja Asonda. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Event and Festival Management, Erin Barber. Christian Halachev. Emma Johnson. Carrigan Kerr. Sam McNeil. Alexander MacDonald. Hope Ross. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Events and Festival Management, Heather Richardson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Events Management, Gemma Crawford. Amy Crosby. Cara Donaghy. Pia Engelman. Elisa Lackand. Cassie McGregor. Lauren McLean. Jennifer McVeigh. Marika All. Ailey Patterson. Lauren Quinn. Alexandra Shevens. Jana Svavruna. Sagarika Verma. Megan Wilson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Events Management, Holly Evans. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Hospitality and Tourism Management, Tanya Rajva Chiza. Angus Cleland. Stuart Dalziel. Brodie Dobson. Zuleika Gul. Emma Hamilton. Paula Hassler. Lorna Husband. Callum Jarvie. Annalise Kildee. Deepak Sani. Alexandra Schleger. Heini Suhonen. Claudia Vargaka. Isabella Winkler. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Hospitality and Tourism Management, Alexandra McKenna. Laura Maria Reynova. For the award of Certificate of Higher Education, Nicole Tordova. For the award of degree of Master of Research, Business Administration, Blessing Chishimbi. For the award of degree of Master of Research, Psychology, Liam Bell. For the award of degree of Master of Research, Social Sciences, Sanel Contreras Ramirez. Hannah Scott. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Public Sociology, Sarah McAfee. Molly Newhouse. For the award of Professional Graduate Diploma in Education Secondary, Home Economics, Emile Chalmers. Gillian Delaney. Karen Dorrit. Joanna Jarvis. Mary Kelly. Victoria Lowry. Rosie Lyle. Alora Ramsey. Sophie Richmond. Lorna Ross. Erica Sawyer. Kirsty Shand. Emily Spence. Emma Turnbull. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology, Jennifer Aitken. Carla Alongi. Rebecca Bauer. Christiana Bukova. Ellen Brady. Laura Del Nocchi. Hannah Edmund. Maya Foman. Natasha Fugman. Amelia Glacken. Lauren Glennie. Ines Larina Garcia. Sophia Lickerberg. Sophie McLachlan. Angelique Mansk. Amanda McCoon. Beth McKee. Alexander McPherson. Carly Mercer. Kirsty Muldoon. Lauren O'Reilly. Lucia Saiz Vijay. Sara Sanchez Castro. Daniela Shintu. Zuzana Soltikowska. Amy Thornton. Vivica Victorson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Psychology and Sociology, Hannah Bathgate. Bulo Bulatiki. Emily Brown. Iona Campbell. Abigail Clifford. Emma Cochran. Chloe Dow. Jodie Glenn. Evelyn Glennie. Erica Grandi. Aisha Hussein. Daphne Lola Lutz. Pamela McIntyre. Jessica McLeod. Dominic Meakin. Linda Mietinen. Lauren Miller. Tamsin Muir. Ruby O'Brien. Rachel Rogers. Abby Struthers. Lucy Taylor. Enken Turshargal Oldeny. Kyle Van Oldeny. Jessica Webster. Morgan Welsh. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology and Sociology, Jordan Coles. Cara Lyons. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Public Sociology, Chiara Balfour. Ryan Main. Tia Miscala. Sky Mortimer. Tracy Mulligan. Erin Penn. Morgan Reynolds. Gift Thompson. Bea Thompson. Dion White. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Public Sociology, Gillian Hislin. Ryan Lynch. Chelsea Slee. Sandra Wallace. For the award of Certificate of Higher Education, Angelos Mumores. Chancellor, a further 156 candidates are presented for awards in absentia.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the awarded degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Medical Imaging MRI, Aoife O'Donnell. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Diabetes, Philip Calvert. Jamie William Abdel-Noor. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Diagnostic Radiography, pre-registration, Faisal Amin. Rebecca Finlay. Emily Hamilton. Jessica Mayer. Aisha Nazim. Zodvi Norovu. Rhiannon Probert. For the award of the Postgraduate Diploma in Diagnostic Radiography pre-registration, Emma Gilhooly. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Dietetics, Lara Cahill. Kiva Clinch. Kiara Dempsey. Mary Claire Fitzgerald. Harriet Palmer. Sarah Riley. Gabrielle Smith. Cara Swales. Karen Ward. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Dietetics, Kirsten Harkis. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Mammography, Amber Comerford. Anna Essler. Kim Hanley. Lauren O'Connell. Victoria Ramsden. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Musculoskeletal Medicine, Ruth Bradley. Ruth Coburn. Anjali Vaswani. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Physiotherapy pre-registration, Stephanie Bowman Nera Huarti. Jenna Chapman. Jordan Chung. Brianna Colton. Sarah Cooper. Megan Cox. Stephen Flanagan. Elizabeth Hindle. Louise Hunter. Ailsa Jackson. Jonathan James. Sarah Kearley. Triona Kelly. Salah Khalid. Eileen Kaiser. Kieran Lawless. Aoife McCanavan. Aoife McGeoch. Colby Prescator. Chloe Robson. Paul Rodriguez. Harris Scott. Craig Spinks. Alicia Toms. Emily Young. For the awarded postgraduate diploma in the theory of podiatric surgery, Mark Sugden. For the awarded degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in applied pharmacology, Janat Ara Seaman Alma. Ian Gilhooly. Leona Harper. Rona Henderson. Alexandra Kiselyuva. Maggie Culloch. Beth McDonald. Umara Mahmood. Romany McLagan. Paige Minikin. Jacob Orchard. Carolina Pasic. Ladesha Penava. Alim Sethi. Mateja Stanislawska. Craig Stevens. For the awarded degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied Pharmacology, Malcolm MacLeod. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Diagnostic Radiography, Taylor Allen. Saba Boyle. Olivia Crehan. Grace Donworth. Deborah Hobbs. Samia Iqbal. Laura Lynham. Owen McGovern. Rachel McPherson. Olivia Moriarty. Aaron Moynihan. Chloe Rock. Brian Rowland. Anna Scott. Nicola Scott. Kenna Sinclair. Rebecca Thompson. Lisa Tobin. Philippa Ann Valenti. Sinead Warren. Carmel Williams. Hannah Wood. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Dietetics, Katie Allen. Lindsay Beveridge. Caitlin Clark. Lauren Craig. Gillian Dow. Claudia Downs-Dewan. Corey Gowan. Iona Kellett. Carolyn Lumsden. Niamh Lydon. Ailey McLean. Emma McClelland. Eve McKenna. Eleanor Neath. Eloise Rice. Sophie Sava. Georgie Stalker. Helen Wakely. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Human Biology, Zainab Ba. Olivia Bulhar. Emily Campbell. Elena Casazza. Amy Clines. Katie Easton. Parisi Nana Devon. Darly Gomez Hernandez. Adam Kabir. Letitia Mancinelli. Colleen Matthews. Mark McCready. Erin Mitchell. Leonie Mudji. For the award of Certificate in Higher Education in Mammography, Marta Leitke. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nutrition, Catherine Hadamson. Katie Black. Zara Carmichael. Jamie Kathira. Fallon Clark. Emmy Ferguson. Maxine Graham. Rebecca Martin. Samantha Munden. Kadian Noken. Ankiona Oprea. Yasmin Phillips. Jennifer Smith. Laura Thompson. Charlotte Venables. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition, Cameron Cummings. Gemma Gardner. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nutrition and Food Science, Robin Archer. Nicole Barkey. Lucy Castott. Emma Clark. Matthew Grierson. Rebecca Hall. Emma Lamb. Rebecca Lamb. Joanna Liss. Lindsay Payne. Heidi Stewart. Joanna Teal. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physical Activity, Health and Wellbeing, Callum Anderson. Joanne Copeland. Lillian Farnood. Rebecca Francis. Georgia Jacopazzi. Melissa Gordon. Ryan Hindersley. Lauren James. Rebecca McFarlane. Connor Martin. Lewis McDougall. Max Murphy. Nikolay Nikolov. Declan Patterson. Amy Skelton. Jivo Vieira. Samuel Wheeler. Joshua Whitehead. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physiotherapy, Rebecca Cairns. Jane Fontescue. Holly Little. Lisa Malcolm. Samantha McQueen. Rebecca Miller. Imogen Morrison. Natalie Ormiston. Paul Regan. Elizabeth Rutledge. Syed Shah. Jamie Stewart. Grace Wilcock. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Podiatry, Lewis Aird. Elizabeth Amani. Imelda Anderson. Megan Anderson. Filippo Benatti. Laura Boland. Ellie Brisbane. Rebecca Brown. Moro Busso. Marion Docherty. Nicholas Ferrier. Lewis Hammond. Michaelia Howison Pierce. Owen Jones. Ross Kilgour. Daniel McDermott. Luke McCabe. Ross MacDonald. Rochelle McCalla. Tom Neighbour. Diana Osorio Cabrera. Heather Rugg. Emma Simmons. Bethany Skinner. Graham Stevenson. Gemma Stoddart. Callum Todd. Holly Trigellis Allen. Joshua Wheatley. Lewis Young. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Therapeutic Radiography, Alistair Campbell. Orla Conlon. Alice Corazani. Leonie Glacken. Megan Gorman. Sarah Hill. Caitlin Jeffrey. Ellen McGee. Robert McAuliffe. Abby Mellon. Alex Robertson. Chancellor, a further 211 candidates are presented for awards in absentia. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of degrees, diplomas and certificates. Thank you.
Chancellor, honorary graduates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special day. To you, our graduates, my heartfelt congratulations. This is a day always to remember. To our honorary graduates, many congratulations to you too. For all you have achieved, it is an honor to have you join us for this celebration as part of our Queen Margaret University community. To all the families, friends and supporters here today, enjoy the occasion. You are very much part of it. For the university and all the staff involved who have helped and encouraged you through your journey of learning, discovery and growth, your contribution has been immense. So we come together today to celebrate achievement, particularly that of our wonderful graduates. And we do so in person for the first time since 2019, which makes this occasion all the more special. To say you have not had an easy time is something of an understatement. To say you have shown resilience, adaptability, determination, resourcefulness and consideration for each other is most certainly not. We are immensely proud, not just of what you have achieved, but of how you have achieved it. And that approach resonates with our values and with our belief at Queen Margaret University in the importance of both the individual and the community. As we consider the challenges facing society, locally, nationally and globally, we must also consider how they might be tackled. And while science, technology and infrastructure will play an important part, it is people, most probably working in teams and collaborating across networks, who will find and implement the answers, the many responses which are needed. And you, our graduates, I believe, will be among those people, with your skills, your knowledge, your creativity. Those qualities will be valued more than ever. Your time at university has been a journey of learning and discovery about life and relationships. It has, of course, been an intellectual process, gaining knowledge and understanding through the curiosity and discovery which remain at the heart of a university education. That education has also enabled you to acquire and hone new skills, perhaps even more than you appreciate. More than anything, it has been about you as the whole person, about who you are, what you stand for, what you can achieve, and what matters. Beyond knowledge and skills, I hope your time at Queen Margaret has helped you reflect on the importance of integrity and compassion, about valuing yourself, your friends, your family, and the communities you are a part of. And that focus on both the whole person and on society is what essentially drives and motivates Queen Margaret University. We are proud to be a modern university, broad in outlook and inclusive, and, I hope, open to new ways of doing things while respecting our long heritage dating back to 1875, when the Edinburgh School of Cookery was founded with the purpose of improving the health of working class people and providing professional opportunities for women. Though today's university is a very different institution, it pays to remember our origins and what motivated the pioneering women who established that cookery school. In saying that, it is also important to recognise recent developments at Queen Margaret and to understand our ambition. That manifests itself in many ways. For example, in September 2019, we expanded our provision to include initial teacher education. At the heart of both our undergraduate and postgraduate programmes is an understanding of education from an evidence-based and social justice-orientated perspective. The impact of the pandemic has meant that staff and students have had to navigate online placements, developing new ways of engaging and supporting young learners in school across Scotland. I am sure that the newly qualified home economics teachers who have graduated today will show the same resilience and creativity as they move on into their first roles. We are a university founded on partnership, and we are proud to have collaborative partnerships both internationally and with colleges across Scotland. These collaborations support our commitment to widening access to higher education, providing alternative routes by which students can gain a degree from Queen Margaret both locally and globally. Another example of a partnership, this one aiming to help young people across the East and Mid Lothian who struggled with learning during lockdown, is our pioneering Tutoring initiative. Designed specifically to help pupils identified by schools as requiring additional support, the project is funded by the STV Children's Appeal, who have just confirmed a third year of funding for our support for pupils. We should also acknowledge the amazing efforts of the School of Health Sciences students and staff in supporting the delivery of healthcare and health education throughout the coronavirus pandemic. Many of our students and staff, academic, technical and support, worked to deliver additional services during the pandemic and were resilient and patient in attaining this tremendous achievement. We got our students out on placements all through the pandemic and graduated our students on time. Other notable innovative achievements for the school included the development of alternative clinical learning through simulation in dietetics and physiotherapy, our mammography and ultrasound programme in collaboration with the Scottish Academy of Breast Screening, and our Innovate UK funded research to develop healthy, sustainable alternatives to palm fat. And I must of course mention that this is the 50th anniversary year of performing arts at QMU. For 5 decades, we have been committed to ensuring Scotland's cultural sector is as diverse and as vibrant as its population, and that a future in the performing arts is open to anyone. Whatever you have studied at Queen Margaret University, we celebrate and respect what you have achieved. In doing so, we also acknowledge that your journey does not end here. In many ways, it is the beginning, certainly of the next chapter in your life. I am confident that every one of you will go on to make a positive difference. As the Chancellor said, be open to new ideas. Be confident but humble enough to learn from others and from your own experience. Draw on the determination and resolve you have shown throughout your time at Queen Margaret. And please do not forget the importance and value of kindness. Please do keep in touch. We mean it when we say that Queen Margaret University is a community. You are now part of our extended family, and we would love to hear about your life's adventure. I have one last but important thing to ask of our graduates. I said earlier how much we all recognise the vital role family and friends have played in enabling you to get where you are today. Could I therefore ask all our graduates, if you are able, to stand up, to turn and face your family and friends, and to give them a round of applause and a big cheer. We thank you for all you have done. Our graduate success is your success. So finally, may I offer you once again my congratulations. May I also say a special thank you to all my colleagues who have worked so hard to make today such a special occasion. Thank you. Now, would you all please be upstanding for the academic procession?